Hello, welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're going to learn the correct way to talk about playing instruments. So let's get started. So which is correct? You play piano, or you play the piano, or you play a piano. Well, they're all correct, but they're used in different situations. So let's take a closer look. Let's start with the most common. Play piano and play the piano. They're both correct. And this is the most common way to say it. For example, if you're talking about ability, I can say, he can play the piano. Or I can say, he can play piano. Both are correct in this situation. Let's practice. Can he play piano? That's right, he can play piano. Can he play the piano? That's right, he can play the piano. Or if I talk about a routine, he plays guitar every day. Or I can say he plays the guitar every day. They both mean exactly the same thing, and they're both correct. Let's practice. Does he play the guitar every day? That's right, he plays the guitar every day. Does he play guitar every day? That's right, he plays guitar every day. So when can I say When can I say play a piano or play a guitar? We say this when we want to emphasize the one instrument. For example, he doesn't want to play a piano that's out of tune. I'm talking about one piano. A piano that's out of tune. He doesn't want to play a piano that's out of tune. We're emphasizing the one instrument. We use the article a. Let's practice. Does he want to play a piano that's out of tune? That's right. He doesn't want to play a piano that's out of tune. He wants to play a piano that's in tune. A good piano. Or this example. He doesn't want to play a guitar that's missing a string. He doesn't want to play a guitar with a broken string. We're emphasizing the one instrument. We use the article a. Let's practice. Does he want to play a guitar with a broken string? That's right, he doesn't want to play a guitar with a broken string. Does he want to play a guitar with a missing string? That's right, he doesn't want to play a guitar with a missing string. And in a previous video, I compared instruments. I compared a violin versus a fiddle, emphasizing the specific instruments. Example, he's playing a violin, but because he's playing country music, we don't say he's playing a violin. We say he's playing a fiddle. That's the word they use to describe a violin when you play country music. So remember, the most common way is play the piano or play piano. But sometimes we say play a piano to emphasize the one instrument. Keep watching to practice the difference between violin and fiddle. Today we're learning this word, fiddle. Pronunciation, use the short I sound for the I. Fiddle, fiddle. And the LE makes a sound O, like table and bottle. Fiddle, fiddle. So what is a fiddle? This is a fiddle. I know you're thinking, that's a violin. And it is a violin, but sometimes we call it a fiddle. We call a violin a fiddle when people are playing folk music or country music. In this case, we don't call it a violin, we call it a fiddle. Example, he's playing a violin and he's playing country music. So we don't say he's playing a violin, we say he's playing a fiddle. Let's practice. What is he playing? Is he playing a fiddle or a violin? That's right, he's playing a fiddle. We don't say he's playing a violin because he's playing country music. It's different. And fiddle is also a verb. It's similar to fidget, but it's a little different. Example, he's touching his phone in a nervous, anxious way. So I can say he's fiddling with his phone. Fiddle in a continuous form, fiddling, fiddling. And we use the preposition with. He's fiddling with his phone. He's touching it in a nervous, anxious way. Can I say he's fidgeting with his phone? Sure, you can say that too. They're very similar. I can say he's fidgeting with his phone. But I think fiddle works better because he's using his fingers. That's how it's different. When you say someone's fiddling with something, they're using their fingers. They're touching it with their fingers. But if I say somebody's fidgeting, they can be using their hands or their whole body. It's not just about fingers. So let's use the verb fiddle. He's fiddling with his phone. Let's practice. Is he fiddling with his phone? That's right, he's fiddling with his phone. So remember, the word fiddle has two different meanings. It can mean a violin in a country or folk band, and it can be a verb meaning to touch something in a nervous or anxious way. And remember, if you use the verb fiddle, use the preposition with. Fiddle with something, using your hands. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to become a member, click the join button. And we'll see you next time.